we are, the Rocky River Roadhouse. Had a great day yesterday driving down here across the border into New South Wales. Pretty long day, racked up about 270 k's, mainly on dirt. Today we're heading over towards Tenterfield and hopefully see more of the same. Some stunning views down here, really worth checking out. Easy driving, just dirt roads. But yeah, it's finding the tracks and knowing where to go.
Bunnings.
It's called a fine art.
That was a beautiful process and I'm so glad I recorded that.
After packing up camp, we had a quick trip briefing, we're on our way.
And then we've got quite a bit of time today to just sort of, it will take us, believe it or not, an hour.
Alrighty, day 2 on the adventure. Try some tracks we haven't tried yet. Sand to see how that goes.
Today we're heading up to WWII State Forest camping tonight, and this is just beautiful country. We've dropped a waypoint here, definitely come back camping here. It's just magnificent and it's free.
It's Saturday morning on the New South Wales mini tour and it is absolutely stunning. We're just heading off to see if we can find a track that one of the other guys in the campground was telling us about, but the view along here is just beautiful. We've got this amazing river just running along the side of the track, all these massive big boulders. We've got little cows frolicking and horses. It's honestly so picturesque.
Continued following the river for quite a way until we started reaching new farmlands and making our way upwards, increasing in elevation back up towards the Tenterfield Plains.
first casualty of the trip. I believe we have a flat tyre.
Down now.
And I believe it's only flat on the bottom.
Sure enough, Daryl had got a flat. We didn't know how bad it was until he pulled it off and checked it out. Noticing while driving the tyre hadn't gone completely flat, he suspected the extra 100 metres of driving had caused the tyre wall to shred on the inner shock mount of the cruiser.
A pretty good run down the river this morning. Beautiful day, just partly cloudy. There's a bit of sun hanging out. It's really nice. The views along here are amazing. Daryl's just popped a tyre, so we're parked up. He's back there fixing that, and when he gets going, we'll head off. What do you think of the drive so far?
Oh, great.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Very scenic drive, isn't it?
Absolutely. How about you, Michael? Enjoying it?
I was thinking this would be great to bring the van up until I did the road, then I figured great to bring a tent.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
She's not bad.
Back on our way, and it wasn't far down the road, we came across this beautiful old log bridge. With the convoy back together, we started making our climb back out of the valley.
Head over.
Putting on to our camp spot for our second night. Looks absolutely amazing. Beautiful open area. It's going to be stunning.
So we didn't get to find the secret farm track that we were looking for, but we had a great drive this morning nonetheless. We've just arrived at WWII State Forest, a campground for the night. We're going to go and check out the waterfall nearby and Thunderbolt's hideout a bit later on, which will be pretty cool. So everyone's setting up camp. We have a cruisy afternoon.
We'll do a bit of a tour around the patrol, see what setup we've got. This is Mel's patrol we brought about 5 months ago, and we've done a little bit of work to it to get to the touring spec. So the first big sort of mod we did was the Bushwhacker 270 awning. Actually a brilliant product. So let's come all the way around the back there. We've got the King Swags with the stretchers. Really great setup. Quite comfortable. As we come around the back there, basic setup in the back. Nothing crazy. We've got the 60 litre Mike Coolman fridge. The Titan's drawers were already there when we purchased the vehicle. So we'll just utilise, we'll probably rejig this sort of setup with the draw system, but it's fine for now. I've got the King's little stainless steel table that hooks straight onto the drawers. Cool little feature that we got not too long ago, if we can see this, is this little hot water system there, fully lithium battery, plugs it in and it operates the shower. As we come around, our little showering system only costs us $99, hooks up to the roof rack, and
Doing a little vlog, babe.
I am. So as we come around,
There's some more food out there.
a couple of jerry cans at the top there, and that's pretty much it for the basic sort of setup that we have, and obviously more to come as we venture more into the touring sort of side of it.
While some of the group stayed back at camp, lit the fire and settled in for the afternoon, a few of us went and visited the nearby Basket Swamp Falls. Needless to say, we were all super impressed with what we saw.
We just come to check out Black Swamp Falls. It's a whole lot more than we expected. It's an amazing waterfall. It's huge. It must be about 80 metres high. It's incredible. And there's this beautiful swimming hole right below sort of the first tier of the waterfall. Be a few metres deep. Be amazing on a hot day. Not today, though. A bit chilly.
That view from down there is just incredible, like over that drop of the river kind of just going off into the distance.
Left the waterfall and made our way over to the World War II tank traps, remnants of the World War II defence mechanisms to defend Brisbane and Tenterfield in the event of an invasion.
This is really cool. We've just come to see the World War II tank traps. These big timber posts that have been buried in the ground. So what they did, they prepared by funneling tanks and anything up this natural gorge up the valley and using the big granite rock boulders on both sides, forced the tanks into the grassy wooded areas. But to stop the tanks progressing, they actually put these big posts in the ground to force the tanks to drive up and over them. And once they actually went up and over, the plan was to drop bombs and hit them with ammunitions underneath the soft side of the tank. So luckily they never actually had to do it, but it was a pretty interesting defence strategy and probably pretty successful too.
So if they were coming, they'll be trying to come up this way because they wouldn't be coming over here. because
Yeah.
the rock.
Well, they can't go through the rock, so it forces them up the main track, and then they put these in as obstacles to force them to drive up and over them. There's heaps more up through here.
Oh yeah, I can see. For a tank to get up here, that's pretty impressive.
It was a nice opportunity to get away from camp and go and stretch the legs. From there, we made our way down to Thunderbolt's Lookout.
The balancing rock.
Looks like that rock could just fall over, doesn't it? Don't touch it.
Right.
So what the gravity's happening there?
So we're here cruising around the back of Tenterfield, and we're at Thunderbolt's Lookout. Actually, not his part of his lookout, but also his cave and his hiding spot. Captain of Thunderbolt was a bush ranger back in the 1800s. Used to steal horses, rob local inns and stores and people. The police eventually caught him in Uralla, but he's dead now, so that's how that goes. But really cool. He's hiding up in all these rocks. The cavities are amazing.
I wouldn't want to be much deeper, would it?
I can just stand up
Oh really? Wow.
in this one spot.
Oh, how good.
Yeah.
It's been here a while.
Yeah.
That is pretty sweet. Could you stand up?
How someone made their way up this valley and found this hideout back in the 1800s, we'll never know. It was pretty impressive.
What an awesome hideout under that giant granite boulder. So Jeremy's about 6'2" and he could just stand up in there in one of the little recess bits in the ground. So don't know how many people stayed in there at one time, but pretty cool. You could camp in there. It'd be cold, but you'd be dry at least. It's really cool. Never seen anything like it. We've had a bit of exploring today. Now time to head back to camp and go see how the other guys are going. We'll lit the fire a bit after lunch, and it should be roaring by the time we get back. In for a good night. Beautiful weather, sun's come out. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, so on TikTok, the thing was like,
Where'd you find that, Daryl?
Katie bought them in Kmart, 12 bucks.
Beautiful, love it.
Oh, maybe I've got them. So you're working on something at night.
Oh, I love it. How good.